seniors that are all fantastic young gentlemen. Eddie Flores, one of our returning linemen from last year. Dalen Foster, who is fantastic energy on the defensive side of the ball, defensive line. Jagger, I always get mixed up with the pronunciation of your last name. Kovagur.
Yeah.
Offense and defensive presence. DN, tight end is really where he is starting to emerge as a fantastic athlete and tons of skills, blocking, receiving the ball, on the wing, coming across or out, catching a one-on-one ball against a smaller corner. Corey Scott is part of a very dangerous stable last year, returning, and has been our champion in the backfield as far as our leadership and our confidence being able to run the ball. And then last but definitely not least, our 3-year starter, Matt Cooper, who has been just a tremendous presence, mentor for younger players and a leader for this program. Thank you.
What position are you playing?
Quarterback.
Oh, quarterback. How tall are you now?
6'5".
Matt, coming from a Wilson family and knowing the history of the sports programs there, and then now for this being your 3rd year and kind of seeing the growth of the football program, what's been the biggest change over the 3 years that you've been been the quarterback? Like, what have you seen grow the most within the football program?
I think what's grown most is definitely like dedication with the team and like just players that are really more into the team and more into the game of football. As like when I first started here at Wilson, it was kind of like lackadaisical and there was like half and half of the lawn, but everyone's in it. So
When you started, it was more like a water polo school with a football team, and now you feel like the football team is all right. Okay.
Mac and Corey and everybody else who played last year, Coach Curtis was talking about that there's unfinished business at the school. You're this close to winning a championship. How does that motivate you heading into this season?
it definitely motivates me, but it kind of pushes our team to have to be better, because last year we fell short, and that just makes me feel like maybe we didn't do enough. So this year, we're definitely working a lot harder to get to that point of excellence and perfection.
Yeah, to build off what Max said, I feel like coming up just 1 point short in the CIF championship game really I want to say thrusted us into our off season. We really dedicate ourselves in the weight room and our field to better ourselves, not only as individuals but as a team. So when we are in that situation again this year, hopefully we can overcome that 1 point and bring Wilson a CIF championship.
To go off of what Jagger said, it definitely makes you want to get better and help your team grow. Iron sharpens iron, and it can be irritating at times, but that also helps push you to get your team better and to get you better, especially what everybody does.
I got a question for anyone at the table. Obviously a new look this year, head coach, players in and out. Can you guys kind of talk about what your focus is as a team, the mission, the mindset for the program?
Our focus is basically getting everybody on our schedule and trying our hardest to make it back to the playoffs and get back to the championship route. Basically putting in work in practice is getting us there. We definitely got.
Going off what Dalen said, I think it's just kind of one step at a time, every game, every practice, every weight room, it's just building steps to kind of get it rolling and get it in motion.
Yeah, but I feel another main thing is that Wilson has been through 3 head coaches in the last 3 years, and I feel with this season we want to start building a culture that can last and something to build on for future incoming freshmen and middle schoolers. We want to build a program that people want to come to and they rely on for football.
Answering that question as the coach, I think being able to capture the mission outside of football helps us on the field. Mm-hmm. So taking more accountability personally, being able to grow their voice and advocate to their teammates and have tough conversations with the player next to them, whether they are meeting the expectation or whether they need to get together as a group and have a senior meeting or underclass meeting and talk about the little areas of improvement that they can take ownership of, is something that we've really done successfully through their leadership in the transition, where it's their team, it's their future, and they're really dedicating themselves to the preparation to just eliminate fear out of the equation. Through this entire symposium, we've heard about the championship game, but the future championship game between Milliken and Poly, and don't think that that goes lightly through our ears. It's going to settle on our shoulders, and that's going to be a chip that we take to our preparation the next day.
Coach, this is the first year of your tenure, and the guys are talking about the culture. What does it look like for you, like year one and beyond, to, build the championship culture that I know you want to build?
I talked to them about how fine a line of average and greatness is, championship, or falling 1 point short of a championship is. It's in the way you carry yourself. It's in the conversations you're having between your ears. So this culture of preparation, of dedicated preparation, is something that I offered to them. And this group of seniors, along with other seniors who are not here, have taken on that mantle and stepped up every step of the way. From a tough transition, coming from a great coach and an example they had last year with Coach Jackson and Coach Clark. There's a bubbling of success that we're just trying to get over the hill. So everything that we do needs to be a little bit sharper. Every good practice is just not good enough for the greatness that we're trying to achieve. So the culture of just daily excellence is something that is constantly being said, not just by me, but they're starting to adopt that language as well.
And if I could follow up, one of the players mentioned, we want to beat everybody on the schedule, but, not everybody can go undefeated, and nor did the team go undefeated before they got to the postseason. How do you keep everybody, encouraged if, every once in a while a game doesn't go your way, but you still know that, there's more to play for?
I think that's that pragmatic optimism, which is healthy for a team that's trying to establish themselves among a host of fantastic programs. Wilson is not going to be edged out any longer. We are not going to take a back seat. We are not going to relinquish authority in the league any longer. Now, that comes with a sober mentality for where are we missing, where are we falling short. If we had been a water polo school because we weren't taking things seriously enough in the football program, over the last couple months, we identified those things. How are we transitioning? Are we winning in the weight room? We tell our players whether we won in the weight room or lost in the weight room every single day. What kind of effort, not even before we get to the field. The weight room, is it a win or a loss? And it took us some time to establish, what winning in the weight room looks like. And our last several weeks have just been tally of win, 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 because they're starting to go from habits to culture now. So we're in the right direction since I've been here.
You had mentioned you were proud of Pomona Pitzer. I'm detecting some Pomona Pitzer in your strategy. What's the background with Pomona Pitzer that you use to now?
The whole human being valued. The academic excellence being something that's leveraged to achieve on the football field. The mission in life being something that you work towards through your daily practices. I talk about eliminating fear from their life. That means not being scared of a name on the other side of the field. But that also means not being scared to go for your greatness. Not being scared to go for the profession that you want to go for. Not being scared to establish rapport and build networking relationships. These are things that are going to help them be successful in life and are also going to make them really good football players and leaders. So everybody on my Pomona Pitzer football team is either a JAG lawyer or a leader of industry. I can call them if I need to know something. They are all successful in life, and we beat Redlands, which was a tough school, right? We beat Trinity, which was number 3 in the nation. So this ability to play smarter and harder is something that I think is going to get us that 1 point better.
What was your GPA?
2.9.
That's pretty good at Pomona Pitzer.
Among the best.
I want to take it back to what Jagger said about building a culture that lasts. As seniors, how are you guys doing that? Like, what are the specific steps that you're doing, maybe including them in classroom or just with your class too? What is that doing for the program?
What I feel like we've been doing recently is we really want to build a strong bond with our freshmen and our younger guys. Like we almost want to be like a family, like a home. Like I don't want to just be teammates with people that are younger than me. I want them to be someone they can rely on and like talk to about like not just football but like life in general. And I feel like we do that. Like some of my closest friends on the team are the youngest guys that I've maybe only known for 3 months, but I feel like that's my brother. I feel like I'm ready to like go to war with them in a few weeks.
To add on to that, we like to show them what we learned from the past 3 years that we played football ourselves. So we want to show them all the stuff we know, have them take it on with them at Wilson, and make it better team in general.
And obviously that bond is so important with all classes. Can you talk about how you're hoping to see that translate onto the field, or if you've already seen it in practice?
Oh yeah, I see it every day in practice. I feel like our team has like some of the best chemistry it's had in a long time. Because it's not just like a bunch of individuals on the field. It's almost like we're slowly becoming one body, one team, and it's just like we're able to flow and react, and hopefully, comes out August 22nd.
We just don't have that chemistry too. We also get into that physical part where we get more physical, get to the point where they need to like understand that this is a contact sport, and they get to wake up, like it's a wake up call to them.
Yeah, to add on what Eddie said, in practice nobody is safe at all. We go full speed, and everybody, freshmen, JV, varsity, go full speed. We treat them like how we would want them to play in the game. So like,
Isn't the quarterback wearing red?
It's no guarantee spot.
We're yellow.
Yep.
Don't touch the quarterback. Everybody wear yellow.
It's a better quote.
I'm sorry, what's your height and weight?
I'm 6'3", 215.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.